Suppliers are the key to dropshipping. Finding yourself a reliable supplier is the way that you are going to succeed in this industry. Now, everybody is going to AliExpress, Alibaba. Guys, I'm telling you, the thing people don't know is that they're actually dropshipping sites. They're just so popular that people use them for everything now, but their sourcing isn't fantastic. Their supplying factory isn't fantastic, guys. Sometimes you can wait for up to 100 days for your client to receive the product. This is not acceptable. Not in 2024, where we are blowing up dropshipping everywhere, and I'm going to show you the supplies you should be using and my strategy to how to find a perfect supplier. So what's step number one to finding a supplier? Guys, you need to know what you're looking for. So make sure that you're not just watching this video, every video that we post on this channel, so you can get the expertise you need. So you need to understand exactly what suppliers are important for, which will then help you validate if this supplier is a legit business. Then that will help you validate if this supplier is legit enough to do business with. And having the right supplier is so important for the following reasons. Product quality, number one. The quality of the products that you sell are directly impacted by your customer satisfaction. If you sell, for example, this remote control, this is a universal remote control. You can turn on every single TV in the world. If when you get it, the plastic's cheap, it's a bit broken, it doesn't really do it on many TVs, it doesn't actually give the quality that I have explained on my store that it gives, what's going to happen? The customer's going to receive this and be like, what is this? I will never come back to this store. This is a load of garbage. That's what they're going to say, okay? And the way you can get quality products is having the right supplier. Would you buy a product off a store that had negative reviews, bad complaints every single day? Would you buy a product from that? You wouldn't, right? You want good reviews, 5-star reviews. You want people sending emails in saying, I love your products, thank you so much. That's what gets you driving, because if you don't, you will lose your dropshipping business. Negative reviews are some of the most powerful things that can happen while you're in the dropshipping industry. And the reason they're so powerful is one review can turn away 1,000 customers. So make sure the product quality is 100%. The next thing is shipping times. I spoke about this in the introduction. Guys, the shipping time for AliExpress can be up to 100 days. I have physically bought a product before, I won't name and shame the company, and the supplier sent me the product through the drop shipping system, and it took 100 days. 100 days. Guys, would you go to the supermarket to buy food and then say, actually, can you deliver it to my house in 100 days after I've purchased it? No, you wouldn't. You need to find a supplier that can give you a guaranteed shipment. Now, suppliers have private lines. Private lines is something I'm going to speak about later on because I have a supplier that I use. Private lines guarantee you the delivery dates from maybe around 7 to 10 days. Why do they do that? Because they have their own private shipment line. So the main focus of that is to just send products out every single day. So there will always be a shipment running to America. There will always be a shipment running to Australia and so on. AliExpress, they don't do that. As you buy the product, the supplier then tries to ship the product out as a bulk, but they wait until there's enough products bought to send that bulk. Next up is the product range. If your supplier's product range is down to one niche and down to one product inside of that niche, you have nowhere to experiment. You should never go into dropshipping picking one product and hoping that that is the one that's going to make you successful. You need to be running multiple products, multiple ads. So if a supplier cannot do that for you, guess what? Find a new supplier. And guys, I will be bringing up some suppliers at the end, trust me if you stay with this video, but that's super important. You want a supplier that has the expanding efforts to get as many products as possible so you can choose and you can experiment. You can spend different budgeted, you can spend different money on ads, you can budget yourself, you can test, you can say, I'm going to sell this product of the universal remote and I'm going to compare it to when I sell this product, the exact same advertisement budget, which one did better? You don't want to be stuck to one product. And the final point to it is pricing. The biggest failure rate in dropshipping is because the pricing does not pay enough profit. What do I mean by this? If you are paying your supplier too much money and they're sending you garbage quality remotes, they're getting customer complaints, the profit split is not enough, you're not making enough on the sales, you are just going to go down, 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 no matter how much money you throw at ads. What this also does is it puts you in a position where you cannot compete with the people like me that have great suppliers and giving better prices prices because your supply is charging too much. Unless you want to sell stuff for free because you're a Mr. Beast on YouTube and you want to give away all your money, you need a supplier that can cut the prices right down, find the best deals so you can then make more money. Now, if you're just getting into dropshipping, you're going to choose one of the two suppliers, CJ Dropshipping or AliExpress. Even though I've told you some of them are not good, they're the ones you're going to start off with. It always just happens, okay? Unless you just take my advice today. But if you choose one of them, you have to figure out which one is better for you. I am no god, okay? I'm gonna tell you that one of them might be able to ship a product better than the supplier that I use. They might be able to. Very unlikely. But if you find that, then use them. Every time you're about to use a product, find a supplier that fits perfectly. Compare them. Analyze each supplier. So take CJ Dropshipping, take AliExpress, product you're going to use, and find out which has the best delivery dates, what the comparison price is, and how good the supplier is for this. Buy a product. Get a test product. Check the quality. This is what you need to do with all suppliers before you start. If you get suppliers right, you will make it in dropshipping. Now I'm going to go into my screen and show you some of these. So it's not just me speaking. You can actually see what I'm talking about. So guys, this is CJ Dropshipping, okay? CJDropshipping.com. Go over here, change your country or whatever your currency is. And this is where you can actually start to research yourself. I'm going to change this to English so everybody can understand it. So if you want to search your winning product and by keyword, it's just simply up here. So let's put universal remote. Okay, this is going to come up with all the universal remotes so you can start finding your product. What to do is when you click on one of these, okay, it's going to bring you to the product page. This is where you find out the information, okay? This is where you can find out where it's shipping from, the inventory of this, okay? This is where the platform that it's going to sell to, where it can go to, the shipping method. Guys, this is CJ Dropshipping, and I honestly think this is better than AliExpress to me, okay? Now, you can go through this, play around, find out if you want to get in wholesale, okay? It changes everything on there, but play around, find some products. If you go to the menu bar, you can go through your niche, okay? If you want to go toys and babies, baby clothing sets, simply click on here and have a look. So on AliExpress, well, this is it at aliexpress.us. If you're in the US, obviously, if you're in a different country, just go on aliexpress.com. Guys, let's type it in, universal remote, and see what comes up. You'll be very surprised to see the same remotes coming up, okay? Because most people are using the same products. Let's just click on a random one here. So what you would do is compare this to CJ Dropshipping. Let's check the price on it, check the availability on the delivery. Let's go to delivery. 14-day delivery on orders over €4. That's fine. So this is actually a decent delivery. 14 still long. And again, I'm going to show you how you can get this quicker with my supplier. Then we could go through and compare. So this is simple, guys. This is what you do. Now, I want to show you the supplier that I have been using that can actually save you time with private sale. It's fulfillment.com. Guys, you can get a free quote right here, okay? I do recommend Fulfillment because I think they're fantastic. If you go over to the service, I just want to show you the biggest feature that I have on here that, guys, it saves me so much hard work, okay? If you go up to services, drop shipping, and then private line, it's actually going to show you the guaranteed delivery times on fulfillment.com. So we have Australia here, 7 to 9 days. We've got Germany over here with 6 to 9 days. UK, 5 to 6 days. Guys, shipping to the UK from China in 5 days, guaranteed at 6 days, is insane. You can't find that with other suppliers, which is exactly why I recommend Fulfillment. What were some of the other things that I said you need to look for, okay? I'm going to show you another part of this, the catalog. So you have to be a member to go into the catalog, and you can see I am. I'm going to log in right now. Okay, guys, tell me if you think that this catalog has a diverse enough product range. Remember I spoke about at the start, you need to have a product range that's diverse. Tell me if you think this is diverse enough. Look at all of the different niches. Just in tools, there's 235. So guys, there's a very diverse product selection in their catalog. So this is a massive recommendation for me at fulfillment.com. So to sum all this up, supplier is super, super important. Please go through this channel and learn exactly about how we find suppliers. Watch this video over and over again until you understand the concept of why suppliers are so important, and make sure you do go over to fulfillment.com if you want to use the same supplier I'm using. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. It's just going to save you all the time that you're going to spend trying to work with CJ Shopping, trying to work with AliExpress. If you go straight to Fulfillment right now, use the link down below, you can actually get involved and just run it up with them, okay? This is my recommendation, guys. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to be notified, and I'm going to see you on the next video.